There is a mystery ready to be solved at the Galley House, and this Guess Who meets Clue deductive game just may be one of my favorite puzzle experiences of the year so far. We have arrived to the Galley House to investigate a series of deaths that happened over one fateful gathering using a machine that helps us see more clearly into the past. In true mystery form, we are figuring out the names, faces, and locations of each person throughout the course of the evening and following day to unravel just what happened to everyone. And oh boy, it is not what you'll expect. Join me as we play. Thanks to the team from Evil Trout for providing this key, and I hope you enjoy. It's time to begin. I'm so excited. Again, thank you to Evil Trout for sending this key along, for letting me enjoy this just ahead of launch. Yeah, I'm really, really excited. I got to play this at an event at Toronto Games Week and just absolutely fell in love. And I remember I said to the developer, I want to play this in the comfort of my home, just where I can really immerse myself. So here we go. An auspicious beginning. Okay, we can open the door, but let's do a little bit of looking around first, shall we? The Sunday round, March 14th, 1936. All right, so we are in 1936. Bodies found at Galley House. Last Sunday, an abandoned country house was found to contain the bodies of multiple deceased men and women. Early arrivals at the scene describe the bloodied body of a man found face down on the front steps. Clearly, they've cleaned it up. More bodies were reportedly discovered inside. All had died recently. Maybe this happened then a long time ago? What really happened? Okay, how far away are we from 1936 then? Maybe we're not there. Only one victim has been named by police, local tradesman John Hobbs. His ex-wife and son have been approached for comment, but claim to be unaware of any reason why Mr. Hobbs would have wished to visit the house. The bodies were discovered by a small group of concerned locals that had decided to venture to the house on the Sunday morning. What brought them there that day remains unclear. All right, so two suspicious things. Why were these people around the house? A little bit suspicious. And also, what the heck happened to all the people there? Details of their accounts include burnt photographs in a fireplace, a broken doll, and shattered stained glass windows. It is claimed that at least one of the victims had been shot and one had likely fallen to his death. However, police have so far shown a reluctance to release further details to the public. No causes of death have been confirmed, and no suspects or motives have been put forward. The nature of this incident and the question of why it occurred in a house previously thought to be long empty remain a mystery. I guess I wrote what really happened. Okay. Looks like we have a power cord in the bag. Maybe some tools. It looks like there isn't much I can do other than look in the window and open the door. Now, please don't let there be like a jump scare. I don't think this
see anyone inside.
Oh, there is a weird machine there, though. All right, let's open that door.
Oh, it's locked.
How dare. Oh. Interesting. Okay, let's go inside, I suppose. Oh, geez. All right, well, looks like we've set up our station here. We've got low power. Look at the machine. All right, those are the only things. So let's look at the generator first. I presume let's charge this up. I love that I can hold the wheel and turn it. This is the tactile stuff that I love in a game. All right. So access card creation, hold hand on display. Concentrate. I'm concentrating. Although I don't know why I need to concentrate with my fingerprints. Rhea is my name. 70. Oh my god. Hilarious if they actually took your picture. New evidence discovered. Access card. Okay. So setup and complete. Insert your card into the machine. We've got timeline, people, and locations. Oh yeah, this is good. This is so good. Um, that's me, Rhea. Okay. Oh, issued February 27th, 2011. Okay, so we are not in 1932, we're in 2011. Let's go back. Ooh. Okay, so we have remember position antenna. Oh, hold on. Position antennas, coil lane, entrance living room. Use generator to the right of machine. Insert access card. Okay, so this is just my steps. This draft is for internal purposes only. Use of the machine outside of company premises is strictly prohibited. All users of the machine must be accompanied by an authorized machine supervisor. Dulski and Morris cannot accept any liability whatsoever for any physical or psychological harm caused by unsupervised use of the machine. What is this machine gonna do to me? You'll be fine. A note to self. Although the reconstructed audio events is generally accurate, Dulski and Morris cannot be held liable for the accuracy of any visualizations of events and is not responsible for any actions taken as a result of false conclusions. Okay, so this machine is some sort of predictive investigatory kind of thing where we put in information and it sort of like determines what may have happened, like for detectives to use. Interesting. Okay. It is recommended to be used in conjunction with more traditional methods such as forensic analysis, eyewitness accounts to help build a complete picture of events. Still scanning. This machine is not to be operated by any user with a previous history of psychosis or any user who could be judged as being susceptible to false beliefs or fantasies. So one of the things I wanted to highlight is this does feel like to me, a little bit of a comparison that we get when we think about people who are using software or programs like ChatGPT or any other LLMs, like this warning of people who are susceptible to false beliefs or fantasies. Like I think about the people who are interacting with some of these chatbots and becoming emotionally invested and involved. You hear about the cases of AI psychoses where people are disconnecting with a sense of reality in a way. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this was intended to be kind of a connection there, but a machine here that is using data and creating a prediction of what potentially could have happened based on maybe the most average data. That's sort of like a flag for me. And then also the fact that this machine needs to be what does it say? Use of the machine must be terminated upon any signs of audio or visual hallucinations. It's like, this is a machine that if you are not on top of it constantly, it could potentially change the way you're perceiving and interacting with the world around you. So let me know what you think. That's kind of like where my mind especially went to, but I'd be curious to know what you all think. I also am grabbing my notebook because I feel like we are going to be needing it because we've got a list of numbers and letters here. I'm just going to jot them down just to have them jotted down. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's QUENLIST, and then they each have a sequence of numbers following it. There's not really a pattern that I can see currently, so we're just going to keep that in our heads and move on. Whoops. All right, so let's put in our ID. Beautiful. Calibration automatically recovers data from previous user. Just gotta boot this up, maybe? No. Got a lot of knobs and things that we could turn. Where's the power button? That's not it. Here. Let's go back. Setup incomplete. People need to be calibrated. Okay. Calibrate. Begin automatic calibration. So it's probably going to retrieve my profile. Or it said the last people used it. Ability to rename people has been enabled. Use manual calibration to add more people to the machine. So it looks like we'll have 11 people, and the numbers, the highest in that list of numbers, 1 through 4, it was 1 through 11. So maybe each of these signify the people who were at each particular event Like, I'm assuming 1 is one event where all 11 were there. 2, the numbers 1, 6, 7, and 10. So, like, only 1, 6, 7, and 10 were present, I think. Early guess. Early guess. Okay. So, at least 3 codes start with antennas Q, N, E, N, etc. All right, so let's go to locations. Locations remaining. Add. So we can put in QU. That was one of them. Aha, Quail Lane. All right, let's add in the ones we have. So we have QUEN. Entrance. Ooh, LI, maybe living something. Living room. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is like, can you guess who? Do you have a clue? Oh my god. Okay. Whew. All right, I didn't even type in all of them, so let's type in the last one that I had, which I think was it ST or 5T? ST. Study. Okay. My gosh, this is giving Clue vibes, right? Like, was it Mrs. Peacock with the hammer in the study? Okay. We've got Quail Lane. So let's do Quail Lane. Now that had 1 through 11. So let me do all of them. So many. Was my prediction? Oh, exclamation point. That did not seem to work. Oh, 1. Okay, hold on. Maybe this will work now. Because it's 1 QU, all of them. No? What if we did 2 EN, and then just because there's fewer, let's see, let's just turn these all off. 2 EN, and then it was 1, 6, 7, 10. Fewer, right? So maybe this is easier to... Okay, we got something. Entrance. Oh, it's raining. A heavy door
Who
opens.
the hell are you?
Oh, I'm sorry. Is Mr. Galley there?
He's somewhere. Oh, I feel sick.
Excuse me?
Just wait here. I need... Oh, God. Where's Thornton?
There's a Thornton. A heavy door slams closed.
Hello? What do you want?
Hello. I'm looking for Mr. Galley.
That would be me.
Fantastic. I'm so sorry. My car got stuck in the mud just down on Quail Lane, so I'm a bit later than...
You haven't told me why you're here.
Why I'm here? I have... You sent me an invitation. I brought it with me.
You've got the wrong person. I've never seen you before in my life.
What?
I swear, you said you had something to show me.
Eddie, what's the matter? Who's this?
Eddie?
I'm in the middle of talking to him, Vic.
Sorry, is there a Rupert Galley here? The invitation said, bloody devil. Where did that come from?
Ignore
Something
it.
fell to the floor and
I've
broke.
lived in Galley House all my life, and I've never heard of a Rupert Galley. So I'm afraid you've got the wrong place. Goodbye.
Wait, please.
Eddie, look at the weather out there. You can't let him out in that.
Vic, we've enough guests as it is.
But I'm sure we could accommodate one more, couldn't we? Come inside, please, before your toes fall off.
Oh, thank you so much. That's very kind.
Everyone else is just through there in the living room. I'm sure someone here will know what's going on.
Oh, it looks like the doll broke in the fall.
The doll.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Eddie.
Please, try and calm your sister down, Vic, or she'll end up killing someone.
A heavy door closes. Ooh, Woo! Viewed your first scene. Got my first achievement. Okay. Oh, good. I'm glad that we have the transcript here so that we don't have to rewatch, although we could if we wanted to, I'm sure. We got a lot of information in this first one. So we met Eddie, aka Mr. Galley, who also has Vic inside with him. We have another person, just number one, we don't know who this is yet, who is stuck in the mud, had received an invitation, but for some reason they're not expecting this person. The doll broke, which was referenced in the newspaper article. And let's see, they are looking, number one was looking for Rupert Galley, and everyone's like, oh, there is no Rupert Galley here. What are you talking about? Also notable, Vic felt sick, and we know that her sister is here as well. So, person one. We don't have a name yet. We don't have an avatar, and we can see the scene in which this person is. That's so nice. All right. So number 6, we have Eddie Galley. Wait, yes. We have Vic. We don't have the last name. We don't know 8, 9, or 10. Oh, wait, no. Sorry. 10. No, 10 was different. 10 was a different person who we don't know. 7 was Vic. 6 was Eddie. 1, we don't know their name yet. Okay. I'm not going to calibrate because I don't think Vic is, like, it might be short for Victoria. We don't have a last name there. We do have Eddie Galley, who I'm pretty certain of. Timeline. Okay. Oh, this is cool. I like this so much. All right, so let's investigate next scene. Let's go into the living room. Living room was 3. LI, we have 1, 4, 5, 6. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that means we have the new guest. We have whoever's feeling sick is not going to be there. That might be Vic's sister. We have Vic and Eddie. 6. Yeah, Vic and Eddie. There we go, 6, yeah. Okay, let's give this one a try. This is so cool. Living room. Oh, I love the title pop in. That's so cool.
There you are. Is Eve with you?
No. We brought someone else, though.
10 might be Eve.
Hello. I'm dreadfully sorry. Is there somewhere to hang my coat?
Who is this man?
Apparently, his car got stuck in the mud on Quail Lane. I told him he could stay here while the weather improves.
He took credit for that.
Is everything all right?
It's fine. I'll tell you later.
He's brought a bottle of champagne with him.
Well, I should hope you weren't counting on our hospitality.
Oh, rude.
Well, actually, my name's John Hobbs. I actually received an invitation to come here from a man called Rupert Galley. Has anyone heard of him?
I swear Never mind.
No one lives here by that name, I'm afraid.
Oh, then I'm ever so sorry. There's evidently been some sort of mistake.
Don't worry about it. You're welcome to stay here as long as you need. Let me introduce you. This is Victoria, Helen, Tony, Eddie, and Damien. We're having a small gathering here this evening.
Did you have anything planned, Martha? Because we really shouldn't start until my daughter arrives.
I don't think she'll be coming anytime soon.
Excuse me?
Does anyone know where Annie is?
She said she didn't want to come. I don't see why we all need to be here anyway.
I beg your pardon? Who are you?
Actually, Martha, I might need to stay the night while the weather improves, if you wouldn't mind.
At least I was invited here.
Oh,
I suppose we could accommodate one more. I'll show you to the spare bed in the study, Mr. Hobbs. And you best come with us too, Damien. We could do with a strong man to help set things up.
Of course, Martha.
Thank you. That sounds perfect.
Eddie, could you follow me to the billiard room, please? I'd like a private word.
That might be Helen. Okay. Oh! Do we have avatars now? New evidence discovered, scanned images. Okay. Where do we look at this evidence? Oh, here we go. Notes from scanner. These are a collection of old case notes, all taken from that same weekend. Some of them are from Galley House, but some are from an unrelated inheritance dispute. Root trees, what? No. That happened around the same time. Not sure which is which. We have Adder, found walking in nearby village, deep cut on left arm, holding a bottle of absinthe. Badger, death by gunshot, found near a handwritten list of first names. Were these the names? Cod, found outside, wearing formal livery, traces of vegetables under fingernails. Why are these all code names? I guess because we're supposed to figure out the names and match them, but I'm like, why would in-game would they get code names like this? Okay, deer. Wheelchair user found near a broken teacup. Photo nearby shows 2 young girls. You, red wine stain on dress, wearing a wedding ring. Fox, long-term injury on left leg. In possession of an empty film canister and the key to a piano. Goose, high blood alcohol level, traces of cocoa drink around mouth. Hedgehog, traces of ash on clothing, strong smell of perfume, evidence of a missing ring. Lark, muddy shoes, in possession of car keys and an invitation to Galley House, injuries. And we had the newspaper really fast. John Hobbs was the one tradesman, mentioned as the sole victim of this event. So Lark is John. Okay. Mole found in bed, red marks around neck. Oh, in possession of a will which mentions only child was a daughter. Oh, drama. Finger stained with tobacco, Otter. In possession of a pocket watch and an army recruitment leaflet. Pike found with person of interest, Raven. Strong build. So maybe that might be Damien, because I think 5 mentioned to 8. Like, you've got a strong figure. We need your help. So that strong build might be a clue as well. Raven found with person of interest, Pike. Early stages of pregnancy, faint smell of lavender. Had been shot 3 times, found with a bloody knife and a pair of leather gloves. Toad. Okay. That is a really bad Toad impression, sorry. In possession of a large metal key and a folded sketch of family of 5. Weasel, burn mark on right hand, high blood alcohol level content. Ring found in pocket holding a bracelet. Prototype machine. Why do I have a picture of the prototype of the machine? Okay. We have a lot of information that we just learned. A lot of names. So, people, I am going to edit Vic to Victoria. Oof. Victoria, although we don't know last name yet. Eddie is still Eddie. I have a okay, well, we do know one is John Hobbs. Select avatar. I believe that's John. 2, 3, I didn't quite catch. 4 is like a sort of male, deeper voice. 5, I think, is Martha. So I'm gonna put this Martha. Last name we don't have. And I don't know avatar quite yet. We have 6. We don't have the avatar yet. 7, Victoria with the sister. I don't know if Annie is the sister or not. 8, I believe, is Damien. We don't have a last name yet. And 9, I didn't catch a name, but I'll review the transcript one more time. And 10 might be Eve. So I'm gonna put that for now, but that's tentative. And I wonder what happens if we hit calibrate. Would enough with the John Hobbs information be? Oh. Wait, can I? What does calibrate? The slot is currently assigned to 1. I don't know what that's doing. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna skip that for now. Okay, let's see. Let me go back to timeline. So let me read this. Whoa! Oh my god, this is so cool. Wait, so I have my predictions here, and they've automatically updated it so that I can, when I look back, can peruse and sort of see if it checks out conversationally. So for example, Martha can say, "There you are, is Eve with you?" Eddie says no. John says, "I'm dreadfully sorry. Who is this man? Apparently his car got stuck. Is everything all right?" Does this replay from here? Oh, we can replay from specific moments.
Is everything all right?
Oh, and
It's fine. I'll tell you later.
He's
okay.
brought a bottle of champagne with him.
That might be
Well,
Tony.
I should hope you weren't counting on our hospitality.
So 4 might
Well,
be Tony.
actually, my name's John Hobbs. I actually received an invitation to come here from a man called Rupert Galley. Has anyone heard of him?
I swear I've...
So he's maybe
Never mind.
heard
No
of
one
something.
lives here by that name, I'm afraid.
Then I'm ever so sorry. There's evidently been some sort of mistake.
Don't worry about it. You're welcome to stay here as long as you need. Let me introduce you. This is Victoria, Helen, Tony,
Helen.
Eddie, and Damien. We're having a small gathering here this evening.
Did you have anything planned, Martha?
So 9
Because
might
we
be
really
Helen.
shouldn't start until my daughter arrives.
I don't think she'll be coming anytime soon.
Excuse me?
Does anyone know where Annie is?
She said she didn't want to come. I don't see why we all need to be here anyway.
I beg your pardon? Who are you?
Actually, Martha, I might need to stay the night while the weather improves, if you wouldn't mind.
At least I was invited here.
I suppose we could accommodate one more. I'll
Okay.
show you to the spare bed in the study, Mr. Hobbs.
I think my guesses
And you
are...
best come with us too, Damien. We could do with a strong man to help set things up.
Of course, Martha.
Yeah.
Thank you. That sounds...
All right, let's exit the scene. I think my initial guesses are correct, and the only addition I wanted to make was number 9 being Helen, who we don't know the last name. Now, I think I could make another guess on Avatar. I do think, I think Pike is number 8, Damien, and... let me look at some of the other avatars. Wedding ring. For some reason, Goose is giving me Martha vibes, but I'm not entirely sure. Wait, how many people are here? Oh, there's more people than at the event itself. Okay. Yeah, I think I don't have enough information for the rest of them. So I will exit for now, but I feel pretty good about this start. So let's move on to, we've done 2, 3, 4. So 4, we have something in the study, but we have 3 question marks, and I don't know how to do that. So let's go back to Quail Lane. That's 1. QU. It said 1, I thought it said 1 through 11. Let's actually go back. To-do list. Manual pages. Yeah, study 1, 2, 3. What if we took maybe some of the people who haven't been in any of the other... So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, and 11. I'll try that, or I'll try the other 3 who like went separately from the rest of the group in that last one. Let's just try it. So study. Let's do 2, 3, and 11. Oh, and study would be 4. I a stretch. Yeah, not quite. Not quite. Hold on. Let's go back to Quail Lane. Sorry. I feel like this is QU 1. Maybe it's just 1 and 11, not 1 through 11. Oh. Also, 1 and 11. Is this maybe a call before John leaves for the house? Or in Quail Lane meets up with Rupert? I don't know. Okay, there we go. Quail Lane. I guess he wouldn't be looking for Rupert if it's raining. If he met him on the road. A car engine revs. Tires spin in the mud.
The damn thing's stuck. Can you push harder?
Car engine rev. Tires spin in the mud.
It just won't. We're not moving, sir. And I can't help it.
Blast the damn thing. Blast this weather.
A car door
Come
slammed
back
shut.
tomorrow, sir. When it's light outside.
What a pity. You work for Rupert, do you?
For as long as I can remember, sir.
Well, I hope he knows what a foul situation he's put me in.
There's a
You'll follow me now,
thunderclap.
won't you, sir? The house is not far from here. Just mind your step.
Thanks. Oh, bloody devil. Shouldn't have worn these shoes.
I must ask, sir. Are you a friend of the Galleys?
Never heard of them. Do you know why I've been invited here?
I can't say I do, sir. But we do have a number of other guests with us this evening. I'm sure it will be a night to remember.
Suspicious.
It's strange. I received an invitation earlier this week. I have no idea who from, but for whatever reason, I decided to come anyway. It's only just dawning on me how mad of an idea this actually is.
Oh, not mad at all, sir. It's a privilege to be a guest at Galley House. And if there's anything you need, sir, let me know.
Is this it then?
Right you are, sir. At the top of those steps is the entrance to the house. Please knock, and Mr. Galley should answer the door.
You're not coming with? Where are you going? Someone uses a heavy door knocker. He's standing just right out here and then leaves. Interesting. Okay, so not as much information about people. We do know Person 11 says he works for Rupert, who nobody else seems to know. So that's suspicious. Another suspicious thing. Weird that he doesn't come with us to the actual house. I'm wondering, do we have any found outside wearing formal livery? I'm trying to look. I'm like, do any of these outfits look like a staff, you know? Traces of vegetables under fingernails. I don't know. That might be a bit of a stretch. Okay. We've got these locations. No scenes have been found at ST. So, ooh, what's this? New evidence discovered. Who put this here? Who snuck this in the room when I wasn't looking? Dear John, I'm terribly sorry to hear about you and Claire. I've always thought you two seemed perfect for each other, but I have never been a very good judge of those things, I suppose. Why don't you come down to Galley House this Saturday evening? I'm having a small gathering for my birthday, and you'd be more than welcome to stay the night with us. What? It's his birthday and nobody I could introduce you to my family. None of us have your talent, of course, but I have recently acquired something to keep you interested if you decide to come. It's not perfect, but sometimes when you close your eyes, it's like someone else is in the house. I'll make sure to have it running by the time you arrive, but don't be fooled that there are no ghosts in Galley House. I feel like that's more for us than anything else. No ghosts here, huh? Okay. All right. Look at display. No scenes have been found. What about the display does it want me to look at? Let's look at the to-do list. Anything? Okay, so I got what we've gotten from the tutorial essentially. Now with the study, in the last scene, we had 3 people leave. Gosh, I'm still trying to also get my bearings in terms of navigating. It was 1, 8, and Martha, who was 5, right? 1, 5, 8. I wonder if the study is the next scene and 1, 5, and 8 are there. So 4, study, 1, 5, 8. Just as a guess. Aha! Yes. Study.
Oh my.
Bloody devil.
Is he all right?
Ooh.
He's not breathing.
There was a bottle smashes
I'm
to
so
the floor.
sorry. I'm lightheaded.
Have you checked for a pulse?
He's still warm, but he's definitely dead.
Under my roof? Oh, first a stranger turns up at the door, next another is found dead in the study.
So
Do you
2
know
or
this
3.
man?
I certainly do not, and I can't fathom how he could have entered the house without someone letting me know he was here.
No sign of physical injuries. Given his age, I'd say heart failure is most likely.
Well, serves him right. Really. A strange man sneaking around our house. I wouldn't have believed it.
Let's not be rude to the dead. I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation as to why he was here.
In the study?
He wasn't carrying much. Just an old program for a piano recital. Has anyone heard of Amelia West?
Amelia West.
Not a composer I've heard of.
Mr. Hobbs, you wouldn't have anything to do with it, would you?
No. I haven't a clue what's going on, I swear. But if I've arrived at a bad time, I'm sure I could find somewhere else to stay.
Nonsense, Mr. Hobbs. We'll sort this out. In the meantime, perhaps it would be wise to keep this between ourselves. Damien, darling, would you fetch Thornton, please? I'll go and call the police.
Thornton?
Certainly.
I wrote down Thornton.
I'm awfully sorry about the bottle.
It's the least of my worries, John. Was that your name? Why don't you come through to the dining room with me? It should be empty. You'd best sit down before you collapse.
Okay, so we got a potential clue. So scene 5 might be in the dining room with John and Martha. There was a broken bottle in the scene, a dead body. The number of scenes you've found indicates a complex timeline. Spectral 5 has begun to process connections to undiscovered scenes. This badge indicates that there are more scenes to discover using the information within this scene. Oh. So, for example, with scene 4, which we just witnessed, there are 2 scenes to discover from this one. So it might be, for example, Damien going off to something else, as well as Martha and John going to the dining room, for example. But also we have information for scenes in one scene in 3 and 1 scene in 2. Now, I don't know if any of these scenes are connected. Like, could I discover scene 5 from scene 2 or 4? I'm not entirely sure. Okay. Oh my gosh, my notes are starting to look a bit chaotic. And I wrote down Thornton beforehand. So let me look at the transcripts really quickly. That must have been during scene 2 in the living room. I wish we could do a word find. We've got... Because, yeah, we've got an Annie and a Thornton that were mentioned. Oh, Eddie, could you follow me to the billiard room? Okay, so we do have another scene. Okay, so we have the, I'm going to call it the BR for now, for billiard room. And that is Eddie which I think was 6, and Helen, which is 9. But I want to see really quickly if I can find Thornton. See, let me introduce you. This is Victoria, Helen, Tony, Eddie, and Damien. We're having a small gathering here. Not a birthday. Do you have anything planned, Martha? Does anyone know where Annie is? She said she didn't want to come. Person 4, I should remember to make into, I think this person is Tony. I don't know. I don't know if last names are going to matter, but for now I'm putting last just to signify that I don't know. Where was Thornton mentioned? Was it maybe in 3? Or maybe in 2? Oh, yes, here we go. We have Eve, who said, just wait here, I need, oh God, where's Thornton? So we have Thornton. Thornton might be 11, because Thornton, I think, was maybe supposed to answer the door. And then in scene 4 in the study, I think the way Martha is asking about Thornton is like, he can come clean it up, is what she says. Yeah, will you fetch Thornton, please? Like, it implies, it makes me feel like Thornton's here to like keep things hush hush and clean things up, or take care of things in that way. So yeah, and Thornton's in here. So we'll say, I don't know if Thornton is last name or first name. Maybe last name. So for now, I'm just going to put Thornton. Actually, yeah, I'll just put Thornton because I don't know. And let's see, we've got a couple things to try. So let's go here. Now, what's interesting is we don't know the order in which things happen. So I feel like this potentially could get so big because, oh no, actually first let's do, I'm so excited, but this is causing me to be a bit hectic. So BR for billiard room. Error. Maybe BI for billiard. Yes. Yes. Okay, so we've got billiard room and we've got, and maybe the number, because we have placed them in this order. So billiard will be 5 because I've placed it in the 5th channel. Maybe. Also, is this magnifying glass? Oh my God. Thornton. Devs thought of everything. This is great. Okay, so let's see. Location code, we had billiard room and then dining room. I'm going to do DI because they seem to be going for the first 2 letters. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so if my guess is correct, BI will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so let's go here. 5. Yep, billiard room. And we have, I think, just 6 and 9 there. No. False. Incorrect. Okay, well then let's try dining room, which would be 6, just with the initial guess. And if not, I'm going to have to do a little more sleuthing to figure out who else might be there. No. Balls. Okay, that's fine. We will keep going. Keep trucking. So let's focus on 2 here. We have the entrance. We have Eve, who maybe is looking for Thornton. Victoria enters. And everyone's through the living room. John leaves. Please try calm your sister down or she'll end up killing someone. That is so dark. So maybe, I don't know where the sister will be, but I think there's going to be a scene coming up with Vic and her sister, Eve, potentially. We're going to hang tight on that one. I think the living room is maybe our next best bet. Okay, do you have anything planned? She won't be coming anytime soon. All right. At least I was invited. Tony's sassy, but I think Tony knows something about Rupert. Okay, Helen, 9, says Eddie, could you follow me to the billiard room? I'd like a private word. And it says Tony, Eddie, Victoria, and Helen leave. So, do they all go to the billiard room? So we know for sure Eddie is 6 and Helen is 9. So those two have to be there. Tony is 4. And Victoria is, I believe, 8? 7. Okay, so we can try adding 4 and 7 in as well. So we've got billiard room, number 5. We have, let's just turn all these off for now. So we know 6 and 9. Oh, do they have to be in order? Okay, well, let's try 4, 6, 7, 9. What if they all went to the billiard room? No. So if we just did 6 and 9, I think I tried that. Tried the same incorrect code twice. Damn, the game really called me out on that one. Okay, we're gonna hang tight on that one. I feel like it's gonna be so obvious, and I'm just missing something very straightforward that I need to not look at for a little bit and then look at it again, and then maybe it'll make so much sense. Okay, so no sign of physical injuries. Serves him right. Let's not be rude to the dead. Mr. Hobbs, you wouldn't have anything to do with it, would you? No, I wouldn't. Damien, would you fetch Thornton, please? I'll go call the police. Damien leaves. So 8 and 11 are going to be in a scene together. So that's coming up. Why don't you come through to the dining room with me? It should be empty. So let's try dining room with 5 and 1. So dining room, which is 6. Did I already try this? I think I did. It should be empty. It should be empty. Maybe it's not though. So who would be in there if it's not empty? Whoa, hold on. Back up. What's this? Is there anything else in this room we can look at? Okay, everything else. It doesn't seem like we can interact with anything else. Okay, this is a little bit of a guess. I'm going to just try out adding in Eve to the dining room, because maybe Eve went there after everything with the door. God, there's going to be an achievement for, like, most wrong guesses, and that's going to be me. Okay, let's see. Okay, if we look at the timeline, for example, 1 happened. No questions there. At the entrance, the living room, the study. So I would expect this to be 5. So maybe, hold on. So maybe this is actually 5. Like, this is time code, not associated with this. Maybe? Yes. Okay. Fundamental understanding achieved in terms of what the actual, there's the time code, there's the location, there's the suspects. Got it. Okay.
Now, John, tell me why you're here.
I'm sorry, it's not quite what I was expecting. I received this invitation, not long ago, and
Someone
I
unfolds
thought
paper.
it would make sense once I arrived here.
I see. I don't like the tone of this. I'm afraid I've never heard of a Rupert Galley.
Could he be a distant relative?
He's unlikely
10.
to be. I
There's
wasn't
12.
born a Galley. I only took the surname for myself.
Ah, Martha Galley.
Well, it would have been around the time I moved into this house, I suppose.
I was hoping you might be able to shed some light on why I'm here.
Maybe married because she took
We were
the
just
surname
having
on.
a small gathering here tonight. I think Eddie must have organised it.
Eddie is a
It's just
galley.
for close friends and family, though. I don't know why we suddenly have strangers turning up.
Who else is here?
There are 10 of us in the house, not counting whoever we found in the study.
You have 12 settings.
Oh, and there's Thornton, of
placed.
course. That makes 11. He's our butler and our only member of staff.
Okay, Thornton is butler.
11 people. One of them must know something, surely.
What's that you're holding, John?
I found it near the body. I thought it probably wasn't one of yours. I was thinking maybe someone else might recognise it.
It's the key to the chapel. I haven't been there in a long time.
Ah. Well, that's something to look into, I suppose.
Actually, John, could you go and take it to our butler? He'll be dealing with the mess in the study.
Oh, certainly. I think I met him earlier. I'll go there now.
Thank you. And you're welcome to join us for dinner later on.
All right, so 5 is them talking in the dining area. Now, 6, I would guess then, is John and Thornton. So we're going to go into the machine really fast. They're going to go back to the study. This is going to be 6 because it's right after John and Thornton. It'll be 6 or 7. Also, I'm so internet pilled. I'm like 6, 7. No. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. All right, we're back in the study. We have keys to the chapel as a body is dragged across the floor. Some time passes. All right, so this maybe allows for another event to happen before.
Hello again.
Good evening, sir. The room should be fit for you to stay in tonight.
Oh,
Just
God.
give me a moment
There
to
no
clear up
other
this
room?
broken glass.
Right.
Also, the evidence.
I am sorry about that.
Not a problem, sir. Not at all.
It's dreadful, isn't it? Something strange is going on, and I'm worried they're all going to blame me for turning up at the wrong time.
Can't be helped, sir. And you're always welcome in Galley House.
Can't be helped.
There
Damn.
must be someone behind this. I mean, you haven't seen or heard anything suspicious, have you?
I spend most of my time in the kitchen, sir. That's where I've been since we last spoke. I heard the front door open and close, and then open and close again. I presume one of them was for you, but I don't know who else came in.
Did you see anyone else?
Yes, sir. After the front door closed for a second time, a guest arrived in the kitchen. She seemed rather inebriated, but nothing out of the ordinary.
And then?
Around the time the bottle smashed, a second guest arrived in the kitchen. After he left, Mr. Maseko arrived as I was tending to the inebriated guest and
Mr.
informed me
Maseko?
I was needed here.
I see. I suppose it was only the 3 of us that knew about the body. Oh, I'd almost forgotten. Here's a key I found earlier. Martha asked me to give it to you.
Ah, thank you, sir. It must have slipped out of Mr. Galley's pocket.
You don't mean Rupert Galley, do you?
Yes, sir. Poor Mr. Galley. He used to visit the chapel often, sir. As pious a man as ever I've met.
Well, he's a mysterious man, this Rupert Galley. At least someone here knows who he is. Could you show me to him?
I'm terribly sorry, sir. Did you not recognize him earlier?
What?
You don't mean...
Yes, sir. I'm afraid to say that he's passed away.
What?
You'd do best to give the key to Oswald if you see him.
Oswald.
Now, I am sorry, sir, but I'd better be heading off now to the kitchen.
Wait, I need to ask you... Oh, bloody
Oh
hell.
my goodness.
I wonder what the others are up to.
So the people who may recognize the body were not in the room to see it. Tony, I think, maybe would have recognized it. And I think maybe Eddie. I think Eddie's hiding some stuff. Oh my gosh. Okay, that one had a lot of info. So much. Okay, so we have got where to go. Let's put in a location. We know we have the kitchen now as a possible place. Now we can go back. Let's also, we have another event. I'm just like, how do I sequence some of this? Because I know that there is, well, in this particular scene in the study with Thornton and John, time had passed. So I'm like, is there a 5.5? Is there 4.01, 4.02? I think they're all going to go in consecutive order, which means we may not have all of the events envisioned in this machine, right? Which again, I'm like, still, it's creating these circumstances for us to visualize, but how much do we trust it? I'm going to have to trust it for now, but I'm worried about that vision thing that they were talking about earlier. Because we had, I had a note that said dining room 1 and 5, so we got that. Where was the other one? There was a billiard room with 6 and 9. I might try really fast. 6, 9. Oh, hello. New evidence discovered. Just really fast. 6, 9. If I did billiard room, I don't know, 7, for example. Would that? Oh, whoops. Oh my God. Sorry. There we go. Like where in the, because there's a conversation in the billiard room happening at some point. Manual pages, okay. Alternatively, it may be possible to construct scene codes by using clues found in other scenes, which we've been starting to do. Use the transcript feature outlined in section 2.2 to review a scene and look for clues. So 4 in the timeline, BI, so billiard room, with 2 people. Modern spectronetics has allowed the machine to trace every person from the beginning to their end. This begins at time 1 and continues until either they leave the antenna detection radius, until the timeline range finishes, until their death. See 4.1 for more details. Ugh. Who is scattering these manual pages for us to find? Where did the butler go? 1 QU, 2 question mark, 3 question mark. So they start in Quail Lane. The butler then says, I went to the kitchen, or the door slam twice, open and close twice. Supplementing the machine, Dolsky and Moores is now able to produce reconstructed images of people using personally identifying information in a rough location and time frame. Again, man, the surveillance implications, so bad, but love it for a puzzle game. These can be uploaded to the machine using the approved scanner. Warning, reconstructed images are made using an alternative technique to SNC. What's SNC again? Is it Spectronomics something? DNM makes no assertion that such reconstructed images will all be relevant to an investigation. Hobbs on front steps at 26? 26. Do the scenes go up to 26? So for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 1, 2, 3. Okay, it goes up to 23. So I don't know what that means. Where did the butler go? 1, 2, 3. I do think I have a prediction for the butler. Thornton, the avatar. I do think this actually is found outside, wearing formal livery, so maybe accordance to his role as a butler. Traces of vegetables under fingernails because he was in the kitchen for a good chunk of at least the beginning of the evening, I think. Now, I wish there was a way to check if we were correct. In previous games, like in Root Trees or even in games like Obra Dinn, usually there's a feature where if you have at least 3 sort of mostly filled in, you kind of start gaining a sense of whether or not you're on the right track to kind of lock in certain things. And I don't know if I just need more information before it starts doing that for me, or if it will never do that for me. So we'll have to see. All right, so we're at the machine. Let's do, what if we did 2? Because, okay, it said 2. What if we did 2 kitchen, just Thornton? Would that do anything? It does. Now, how will this look on the timeline? I'm curious. 2 kitchen. Water is boiling on a stove. A heavy door is opened and rain is heard. A large door is opened somewhere else in the house, and someone places wood on the floor. A wood-burning stove is opened, and there's the crackle of fire. There's the scraping of wood. A wood-burning stove is closed and launches shut. A large door is slammed and shut. Oh, a bell rings.
Huh. Haven't heard that in a long time. Can't be good.
A large door is opened somewhere else in the house. A heavy door is closed and the rain stops. Pots and pans are moved. Something is poured into a pot. Vegetables are chopped. Something is scraped into a pot. A cutting board is set on the counter. There are a lot of tea kettles on here. Something sizzles in a pot. A lid is placed on a pot. A large door is shut somewhere else in the house. Okay, so this is 2 KI-11. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we can have at time 2 we can have multiple scenes happening at the same time. This is getting increasingly. Okay, so then 2, 3. Let's see what else happens after. No? 3. Okay, so 3. Hold on. Let's look at the display really fast. We had a conversation in the study. The second conversation. So Thornton mentions I spend most of my time in the kitchen. That's where I've been since we last spoke. I heard the front door open and close and open and close again. I presume one of them were for you, but I don't know who else came in. Okay, after the front door closed for a second time, a guest arrived in the kitchen. Now, we hadn't seen that, so maybe we skip forward to 4 and see if that happened at the same time. Around the time the bottle smashed and a second guest arrived in the kitchen. So it might be... The bottle smashed was in the study, so let's do 4. There is a second guest that arrived in the kitchen. Oh, but there's another guest that arrived in the kitchen. So I need to organize this. So I think there's 4 KI. I know there's an 11, and I know there's at least 1 more. And then he says afterwards, Tony, I think it's Tony that comes in. Mr. Maseko arrived as I was tending to the guest and informed me I was needed here. Okay, so Maseko is Damien then? Let me see, because I think Damien is the one that Martha told to grab Thornton. So Damien, let's give you a last name. Masco. And Thornton, John, Martha is a Galley, but married in. I think I'll just remember that. Martha, Eddie, Victoria, Damien. Okay. So we have inebriated. The second guest arrived after he left. Was inebriated. Who was feeling sick? Maybe that's Eve feeling inebriated? After the front door closed for a second time, around the time the bottle smashed, a second guest arrived in the kitchen. So I think the bottle, when did the bottle smash? I think that was around 4. Yeah, John says, I'm sorry about the bottle. Yeah, so 4, kitchen, question mark. Who was inebriated? Do I make a guess? Do I just try for, we don't have a 3. Do I feel like Eve? Well, we know that Goose was pretty inebriated. I don't know if that's Eve, though. Let's just give it a try. Why not? Oh! I could have typed my notes in here the whole time. Maybe I'll have to, like, maybe take a break and then type in my notes there so it's a little bit easier, and then that way you can see what I've got as well. But in the meantime, let's go back here. So I do know 11. Let's see if it's Eve. Who else would have been inebriated? Let's do display, study. I wonder what the others are up to. So John Hobbs leaves. John Hobbs is going to be probably reuniting with other people in one of the main rooms. A second guest arrived in the kitchen after he left. Okay, so she seemed rather inebriated, but nothing out of the ordinary. And then a second guest, man, arrived, and then Damien arrived. So 4 potentially has, let's see, we have the inebriated guest, a second guest who we don't know, and then we have Damien, who was number 8. So that's my guess for 4 in the kitchen. Let's see, is there anything in the study? Anyone we know who's inebriated? And maybe Tony. Does anyone know it? Because Annie isn't around. So John, Martha, and Damien are all accounted for at 4. We don't know where Tony, Eddie, Victoria, and Helen. Victoria doesn't seem inebriated. Helen doesn't also seem inebriated. So I think Eve is probably that. So let's just do a guess with Eve and Tony. So we've got Eve, Tony. Maybe these are the 2 at 4. Unless I want to include Damien in. Let's try Damien. I'm trying to guess, like, also the window size. Oh, dang it. Okay, Victoria, Eddie. We don't know anything about 2 and 3. That's also... In this scene, we can discover one more scene. So we have Eve leaves. A heavy door slams closed. A heavy door opens. So I think Eve's and Victoria's whereabouts. Looks like the doll broke in the fall. Please calm your sister down, Vic. So maybe we have 7 and 10. I don't know where they would be, though. Everyone is through the living room. Yeah, Eve. Ugh, I feel sick. Just wait here. Oh God, where's Thornton? So I think maybe 3 is actually Eve and Thornton in the kitchen. Just I'm so focused on this. 3 is kitchen. Eve and Thornton. Did I already guess this? I should probably be tracking also what I've been guessing. Yes, okay. All right, so 3 in the kitchen. Water is boiling in a pot. Someone descends a creaky staircase. Harry Thornton.
Good evening, Miss Dower. You're looking very fine in that dress, if you don't mind me saying.
I'm not in the mood, Harry. I need to sit down.
Oh, dear. You're all right. Take it easy, Miss Dower.
Dower.
Don't call me that. I've known you long enough, Harry.
That's it. Take a seat there. Now, I'm a bit busy with dinner, but I could make some hot cocoa, if you like.
I feel sick.
You'll be all right.
What? Someone
happened this
opens
time?
a large metal container.
He doesn't love me.
Well, I'm sure that's not true. He loves you very much, and you know it as well as I do.
He
Someone
thinks he
scoops a
loves
liquid
me,
with
but
a
he doesn't
ladle.
really. I'm just someone to love.
He's lucky to have you, and don't let him forget it. He'll be coming looking for you any time soon, I'm sure. Don't you worry about it.
Someone begins to pour water into a pot.
Maybe I should run away. Would you come with me, Harry? Maybe to France or somewhere like that, and eat oysters and sit on the beach. Do they have oysters in France?
I wouldn't know, Miss Dower. But if you send me a postcard once you're there, then you can let me know, can't you?
I don't want to go on my own, Harry. Maybe Eddie will go with me.
Someone pours liquid
I'm
into
sure
a
he
cup.
would. He'd do anything for you, you know. Here's your hot cocoa.
Thanks, Harry. I still hate him, though.
Of course. Let me know if there's anything else you need, Miss Dower, and I'll be happy to help.
I feel like the butler did it would be too suspicious, but I'm like, she had hot cocoa on her mouth on time of death. Here we go. So that is Eve. Dower. High blood alcohol level. Traces of cocoa drink around mouth. Well, I guess we don't know that she was poisoned and that's why. So we have Eve, Dower. So Helen might have the last name Dower, but maybe married into the Galley family. We have Damien, Victoria, or not Helen, Victoria, Eddie, Martha, Tony, person 2 and 3 who we have not seen yet. Okay. So now in the living room, we have one more scene that we can get. So Tony, let's see. We have this group: Tony, Eddie, Victoria, and Helen. So they leave. And I imagine it might be timeline 4. Billiard room. And again, I wish I had a record of the ones that I've tried because I might have tried it already. But we have 9, which is Helen. And we have Eddie, who is, let me just make sure, number 6. So we have 4, BI 6 and 9. I think I might have tried that already, but just to be safe. Billiard room. Whoop, other way. 4, 6, 9. I can't remember if I got the timeline portion. I did. I must have gotten the timeline wrong. The original time. Right, in the billiard room.
I didn't want to make a scene of it, Eddie, but I don't expect you to lose track of my daughter and act so callous about it.
Daughter,
Where
Helen.
is she?
Okay.
She ran off somewhere.
That's not good enough.
Bottle smashes
Is she
in the
all right?
distance.
Oh, she's fine. We were in here earlier and she just had a little too much to drink.
My daughter's not a drunkard. What did you say to her?
I didn't...
Eve, the daughter?
We just had a small argument. I think she was upset. I've been trying to be a host, which really isn't my fault. If you're wondering why she took it so badly, then you'll have to ask her yourself.
Take some responsibility for once. If she's upset, then it's up to you to go and make it up to her. Why haven't you found her yet?
Naturally, I would have gone and looked for her, but then that strange man turned up at the door
Edmund Galley, I didn't buy you an engagement ring for you to forget about my daughter.
Whoa.
What is it? What are you looking for?
It's nothing. We just, we lost the ring.
Damn!
But I know it's in here somewhere.
Excuse me?
I have it under control. She lost it just as there was a knock at the front door, and I haven't had a chance to look for it yet.
You'd better find it then. You'll tell her you're sorry, and this will never happen again. Do you understand me?
Yes, Mrs. Dower.
Good. Don't ruin a perfectly happy engagement, Eddie.
Wow. Okay, so I'm not 100% sure if Eddie is engaged to Eve, and maybe that's what Eve is crying about while she says, you know, he doesn't love me, he just loves, you know, he wants someone to love. So Eve may be loosely engaged to Eddie. I am not 100% sure, though, because there's still Annie. And I don't know who Annie is. Okay. So, and this is around the time, yeah, the bottle smashes in the distance. That's when everyone is discovering, or the other group is discovering the dead body in the study. We don't know where Helen leaves to quite yet. And we don't know where Eddie leaves to after this. So, but it says that there is room for another scene to be discovered here. So it might be in the past. So we had a small argument. I think she was upset I was trying to be a host. And I think he said we lost it here. So maybe it's like a timeline 3, because we're in 4 right now. Maybe it's... Or no, maybe it's 1, because it's before the knock at the door happened. So I would guess it's timeline 1. It would be 6 because Eddie, 10 because Eve, and maybe billiard room because they lost it in here. He said in here somewhere, so I'm assuming this room specifically. So let's give that a try. So let's go back to, it'll be maybe 1, because 2 is when they open the door. So 1, Eve, Eddie, billiard room. Yes.
You'd actually listen to me for once.
Piano
What's
is
that
playing
supposed to
from
mean?
another room.
I was looking forward to tonight. I thought, perhaps since my whole family were coming, I thought you'd actually make an effort to pretend you cared about me in front of other people. For once.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You should have told me it was your birthday too, and I would have bought a cake.
Oh my, there's a thunderclap. The piano in the other room
Darling,
stops playing.
I'm sorry. Come back through to the living room.
What? So you can make another joke about me and then ignore me for the rest of the evening?
I'm not ignoring you, Eve, but we do have other guests. Do you think I want to be talking to your damned brother all evening about his miserable life? You know, he told me he joined the army for fun. I mean, honestly.
Leave Tony out of this. You know he's had problems, and you know that's not why I'm angry with you.
Eve, I'm sorry. Tell me what I've done.
Liquid is poured into a glass.
Come on, Eve. Go easy on the whiskey.
Why?
Someone takes a sip of a drink.
So I can look more dignified in front of your guests.
We're all trying to have a pleasant time. Don't ruin it for everyone.
Oh, I'm sure you'd love to have a pleasant time with that posh girl.
Oh, please. I've told you, I don't want to
I've
talk
seen
about...
the way you look at her. I can't believe you'd bring
We
her here.
invited her here.
You don't get to tell me who I invite to my
Whoa.
own house.
We're supposed to be engaged, Eddie. Admit it. You still have feelings for her.
It's never enough with you, is it? I give you a ring, and all it does is make you more jealous than you were before. I don't know why I even try.
I can't do this.
Something metal bounces off the wall, then onto
Eve,
the floor.
That's not what I meant. Eve! Damn it. Where did it go? She'll kill me.
He's talking about the mom. There's a distant knock at the door. It's funny because, yeah, he's not concerned about Eve. His immediate concern is the mom, Helen, being mad about it. Because he didn't even buy the ring for her. Why are they even getting engaged? What is the point there? Okay, so Helen, I am going to guess last name is also going to be Dower as well. And Victoria, I'm still leaving blank because I'm not entirely sure. I wonder if I could maybe guess evidence of a missing ring. Like from her finger? Okay, we do know Otter is Tony, and Tony is number 4. Maybe last name is still Dower as well, so I'm gonna just put that in. Dower, Tony, finger stained with tobacco, in possession of a pocket watch and an army recruitment leaflet. So he was trying to talk to Eddie about the army. Interesting. I mean, in this, we're in the 1930s, so World War II is kind of like coming up. Trying to think if there's anyone else I could potentially guess. For example, I feel like maybe this could... Wearing wedding ring. Maybe Victoria, her sister, is married. Red wine stain. Or... I don't know, actually. Raven... Early stages of pregnancy, faint smell of lavender. But what's her face? Eve is talking about like that posh girl, and I feel like this girl is more posh than this girl in terms of just like the way that they have drawn her outfit, even like the accessories she has. And so I almost feel like this character is Victoria, but I'm not 100% sure. There was the sounds of a piano playing, and there was one character, this one, who had empty film canister and the key to a piano. So I wonder if this character eventually will be either number 2 or 3. Ring found in pocket. Holding a bracelet. Okay. Don't think I have any more guesses currently for that. So let's go back to number 4 in the study. This is the scene where the bottle smashes to the floor. They find the dead body. And let's see, we already know that there's a moment happening in the billiard room at the same time. And this must mean... Okay, right beforehand, the kitchen, the living room. Where else did everyone go? Helen and Eddie went to the billiard room. So Tony and Victoria are not accounted for. Where could they be? I wonder if there's a clue. Wasn't carrying much, just a program for an old piano recital. Okay, Damien leaves. So this is actually number 4. We have 4 kitchen. Thornton was there. Damien was there. And I think, who else? The study. Thornton mentioned who else was there. A second guest arrived in the kitchen around the time the bottle smashed. Okay, after he left, Mr. Maseko arrived. So let me try first just 8 and 11, Thornton and Damien at number 4 in the kitchen. Let's see if that works. Okay, so kitchen, number 4, Thornton, Damien. There might need to be one other additional character there. Yeah, there needs to be one other. Now, just as a random guess, Eddie is occupied in the billiard room, so I might just do Tony to see if Tony's there. I don't know if it might be one of the other characters that we haven't met yet. Yeah, it might be one of the characters we haven't met yet. If it is at that right time. So we have 1, 5, 8. Oh, wait, no. Maybe it needs to be 5. I might have gotten the timeline wrong. Maybe it's 5. Okay, let's remove Tony from that. I'm trying not to fit like a round peg in a square hole, but I feel like I'm so close with this. Okay. Let's go back. So, oh bloody hell, I wonder where the others are. Okay, let's start at the beginning of this conversation. So, some time passes. John Hobbs enters. Thornton enters. So they have a chat. John is worried about being suspicious. I spent most of my time in the kitchen, sir. A guest arrived in the kitchen. She seemed rather inebriated. Okay, and then, around the time the bottle smashed, a second guest arrived in the kitchen. We don't know who. After he left, and bottle smash is 4. After he left, which is 5, Mr. Maseko arrived as I was tending to the inebriated guest. Okay, so maybe it's 5, kitchen, 11, 10, and 8. Okay, let's try that. Yes. All right, kitchen. Water is boiling in a pot. Still. Someone descends a creaky staircase.
Thornton, is it?
Yes, sir. Forgive me, I don't think we've met.
Damien Maseko. Something's happened upstairs. Martha asked me to let you know.
We heard the bottle smash from down here. Is everything all right?
It's worse than just a bottle. Someone's died. You should see for yourself.
What?
Okay, so
Who's
now
died?
Eve knows.
I don't know. I didn't recognize him. How many people are in this house?
Well, let me see. You should recognize our 2 hosts, so it won't be either of them. Then there are 8 guests, including yourself and Miss Dower over there. And there's myself, of course. You're sure he's dead?
As I thought. This is someone else.
Who is it? Who's dead?
You ought to go and look. It's up in the study.
Yes, of course, sir. I'll clear it up. Could you look after Miss Dower for me? If you take her over to Edmund's room, I think she probably ought to lie down. And make sure not to run into anyone else, least of all Edmund.
Of course.
Men's room. Someone ascends a creaky staircase.
Come on then. Let's get you up.
Who are you? You're very handsome.
I'm going to take you to your bed, if that's all right with you.
Eddie doesn't deserve me anyway.
Okay, so we have a new location, potentially. Edmund's room. I wonder if this is ER or ED for Edmund. Okay, invalid, so I wonder ED for Edmund's room. There we go, Eddie's room. Okay, so now, looking at this timeline, we know that Edmund's room is next with just those two, which is a precarious situation potentially to be. So we can go to 6, and we just have these two. I want to try and follow the chronology as far as I can, because we can fill in gaps as we learn more. But I want to see if I can get as wide of a picture as I can first.
Will you be all right by yourself?
A bed frame squeaks
I
as
want
someone
my
thumps
brother.
into a mattress.
I think I saw him earlier. I'll tell him to find you. Don't let anyone else in here in the meantime. Understand? There are strangers in the house.
I'll recognize his knock. You'll stay for a bit, won't you?
I think you ought to try and get some sleep.
I don't want to.
Vic told me about you.
Did she say nice things about me?
Yes, of course. She said you have quite a charm about you. And she said Eddie is very lucky to have you.
You're making it up.
No, she respects you a lot. Even if you don't seem to get on so well.
She's too good a person. I don't know why she's with you. You seem too quiet and serious.
Oh, okay.
I remember now. She said you could be quite honest sometimes.
Eddie
So
still
Damien and
thinks
Vic are
about
together.
her. I can tell. He doesn't look at me the same way.
Drama.
I'm sure that's not true. Where's your ring?
We had an argument earlier. I'd had too much to drink and I accidentally lost it. I hope he finds it.
I'm sure he will. He cares about you.
Well, I'm sure sometimes.
I should go. I'll tell your brother you're here, but you should be able to get some sleep before he gets here. Will you be alright on your own until then?
I'll have to go and Eddie's not here.
Eve is doing fine. Alright, so I think some time will pass, a door closes, before we get to the scene with Tony and Eve. Just to try it. Yeah, just to try it, I think I'll try 7, but it might be skipping forward a couple places in the timeline. I wouldn't be surprised. So if we went to 7 and just had Tony and Eve, and I don't think this will work, but yeah. Could we try 8 just to see? I won't try to force it beyond that. But, oh, there we go. So Eddie's room, we are at 8 now.
Eve, where the hell have
The
you
door
been?
opens.
I was asleep.
I could tell. Listen, something strange is going on.
Yeah, the music's
Oh.
creepy.
Did someone die?
What? Were you involved?
Tony, just tell me what happened.
Not now. I need you to hold on to something for me. Don't tell anyone else about it.
Where did you get it? It looks really valuable, Tony.
Look, I'll explain the rest later. It's just... A stranger turned up earlier, and I think he's looking for this. So just hide it, would you?
Okay,
Tony.
tells her to hide something.
You didn't steal it, did you?
Just take it, Eve. He's currently talking to Eddie in the kitchen, so I should have a bit of time.
Ooh, okay,
You mean
so
Oswald?
8 kitchen.
I told you about him, didn't I?
Did
Funny
he?
moustache. Dresses like it's the 1700s.
No, this is someone else.
Oh.
He said his name was John Hobbs.
Oh.
But I think Oswald is up to something too. He and Annie were talking in the attic, while the rest of us are gathered in the living room. And now Annie's trying to... I'll explain it all later.
Wait, who's Annie?
She went to your school, remember? I think she got into a fight with one of the boys one time. It doesn't matter. Just hide it, will you?
Fine. But promise me you'll stay out of trouble.
I can't promise anything. At least I'll be able to protect myself. Don't trust anyone.
A door slams shut. All right. Oh,
Bloody hell.
bloody hell is right. And I got so much because we got another timeline 8 scene. We have something in the kitchen between Eddie and John. And we know at some point, a little bit sooner, we have 2 and 3, Oswald and Annie, and they were talking in the attic. Let's see if we can recharge this little guy. Now, who am I and why am I investigating? Restored the power when something went wrong. I still don't exactly know why I'm here and why I'm investigating. To be frank, it might be on the Steam page. Let me look at that really fast. Okay, yeah, there isn't anything on the Steam page that talks about it other than you have access to a peculiar machine that lets you listen to the echoes of the past. Can you piece together the events behind the incident at Galley House? Okay, so back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. We have... Anything go funky? Like, why did the power go out? Did anything change about the machine, about the evidence that we have? No? Okay. So, we have Annie and Oswald. We don't know who is who, so we're not going to predict any of that yet. Victoria is Raven, actually. Found with Pike, who is Damien. Early stages of pregnancy. Or wearing a wedding ring. Actually, found with person of interest Pike. Doesn't necessarily mean they're together, like they were found together at the scene. Early stages of pregnancy, wedding ring. Okay, it honestly could go either way still. So I'm going to hold back. I think maybe, I don't know why, just because they were found with each other, for me it feels like since they're a couple, like that makes a little bit of sense, like they would stick together anyways, but there's enough doubt in my mind that I am not 100% sure. So the Toad is Oswald, because we were talking about funny mustache. He's the only one with the funny mustache. This guy has a mustache, but it's not funny, you know? That makes me think this might be Martha. Photo nearby shows 2 young girls. Interesting. I feel like this might be Martha, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'll leave that. Let's see. We have to plug in a new location. We have the attic. Okay, which means we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 other rooms. Oh, probably all of these, so we probably have 6 more rooms to find. Let's go back. So I wrote this down. We have 8 kitchen, Eddie and John. John, Eddie. Let's see if that works. Yes. The kitchen.
Oh, bloody hell. What a mess.
I should warn you, I'm not great with these sorts of things.
What
Help me
sorts of
move it
things?
outside.
Oh, the body. A heavy door is opened and the rain is heard.
Do you know who he was?
He had the key to the pantry on him, so I'd imagine he's the one that cooked us our dinner.
What? A body
You're not
falls to
familiar
the
with
floor.
your own stuff.
But it's never really concerned me. I think Martha deals with those sorts of things.
You mean your mum?
A heavy door is
Listen to
closed
me.
and the rain stops.
You're going to explain what you're doing here, who this Rupert Galley is, and why we've just found a
body.
second body.
I swear, I've told you everything. As far as I know, I've been invited here for some unknown reason by a man that died before I could ask him why.
How did you know Rupert Galley? Why was he here?
I have no idea. I don't know who he was.
Then how did you recognize him?
I knew it was him.
Why didn't he
I
say
don't know
Thornton
what game
told
you're
me?
playing, but if this involves any one of my guests here tonight, then you need to tell me. One member of staff has already been caught up in it.
You don't suppose the deaths were related? I thought maybe the thunder gave them a fright.
Do you take me as a fool? Two strangers in my house,
Two
and one of them
strangers die.
dies. I can tell something's going on here. I just need your assurance that it won't affect anyone else.
How could I have something to do with this? I was there at the dining room table with everyone else. If someone is behind this, then it's someone already in the house. If they brought me here for a reason, then I could be in danger.
Lower your voice, would you? There were two people missing from dinner. One of them, well, she's out of the picture. But the other one, Oswald, I'll admit, I don't know much about him.
Who is he?
Well, I don't know who my father is. I've never really spoken to Mum about it or given it much thought. But Oswald has always been there in the background as my uncle. Not that he's been to this house for a very long time.
Well, then perhaps he knows something about Rupert Galley. That's the best lead we have at the moment. Do you know where I could find him?
I imagine he's waited for us all to leave before he eats. I'm sure you could go and talk to him now.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
9.
Don't you want to talk to him too?
No. I have something else to take care of.
Someone ascends a creaky staircase. Liquid splashes on a hot surface.
Ow, bloody hell!
Someone uses a spoon to mix liquid in a cup. Someone ascends a creaky staircase. All right, we have another person that I think I can visually identify. Eddie, or Edmund, has a burn on his hand. Burn mark on right hand. Weasel. Ding. High blood alcohol level. Ring found in pocket. So he did find the ring eventually. Holding a bracelet. Okay. Martha Galley? Edmund Galley? Okay. And Helen. So again, 2 and 3 are Annie and Oswald. Helen Dower. Or Martha. Evidence of a missing ring. No, I don't know. We'll have to hang on to that for now. Let me look and see any papers. Nothing. Okay. Want to make sure I don't miss any evidence. So we still have Eddie's room. Damien leaves, a door closes. So Damien leaves. We don't know where Damien goes for 7. I don't know. Yeah. Because Damien comes in, stays for a bit. We learn Damien and Vic are together. And he says, I should go. He leaves. We don't know. He doesn't really say where he goes, though. Don't let anyone hear. There are strangers in the house. Vic told me, but yeah, I don't... We'll have to hang on to that for now. In the study, we have Thornton and John Hobbs. John says, I wonder what the others are up to. And then on scene 8, I think he says he was eating dinner in the dining room with everyone. So 8, I think we have everyone in the dining room. Or no, sorry, 7. Dining room. Everyone except our 2 strange folk who are avoiding everyone. And maybe not Thornton. Because I think... Well, maybe Thornton was... Yeah, maybe he was eating with them. Let's do all of them. No. All right, let's take away Thornton. Let's see. He was like, I was with everyone else in the dining room. No? Was everyone there? I think they said Oswald wasn't. That's the strange thing. Yeah, Oswald wasn't and the girl wasn't. So hold on, let me go back and reread that because I thought 2 and 3 weren't there for sure. Kitchen. Okay, so Eddie. How do you recognize him? Okay, how could I have something to do with this? I was at the dining room table with everyone else. If someone is behind this, I could be in danger. There were 2 people missing from dinner. One of them, well, she's out of the picture. Ooh, but the other one, Oswald, I'll admit I don't know much about him. Okay, so Oswald wasn't. So let's actually go back. We need to fill in 2 and 3. And we know that Annie, I think 8. At 8, we have Tony saying something about... Okay. He and Annie were talking in the attic while the rest of us had gathered in the living room. So they were in the living room here. And then, so that's at time 3. So let's go here, go down to time 3. Ah, there we go. Go to the attic. And now let's see if we can meet these 2. All right, finally, we'll have hopefully all of the characters that we need. Attic. Ooh, and a dollhouse. A window is open and it's raining outside. A locked door rattles. There's a knock on the door. A door is unlocked. The door creaks open.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I swear it wasn't me, it was Tony. I told him not to.
My dear, I haven't the foggiest idea what you're referring to.
Sorry. I'm Annie. Eddie said I could stay up here. I hope that's all right with you.
I suppose so. You remind me of her, in a way.
Oh, right.
Who's her?
I'm so sorry. Can I help you with something?
Not at all, my dear. It's been a while since I last came up here, and I wanted to have a little look.
Oh, I see. It must be unpleasant.
A little, yes.
I'm so sorry. I'm sure I can find somewhere else to sleep if you'd prefer.
No, that's quite all right. It's nice to revisit old memories, isn't it? I think I'll leave you in peace.
All right. Well, it was nice to meet you.
Oh, I'm sure we'll meet again.
Not weird at all. The door creaks closed. The door is locked. She locks the door not something you would do if you felt safe. Okay. So it looks like we can find out where someone goes after this. So it wasn't me, it was Tony. I told him not to. What did Tony do? It must have been at around 2 or 1 in the timeline. So I wonder if I look at 2 and 1. Yeah, okay. So Tony isn't in any of those, so I think there's something to do with Tony in 2 or 1. That really is the only thing that we have. So in 1 or 2, we have somewhere with Tony. And let me go into people. We have 2 is Annie. I don't know Annie's last name yet. And then we have 3 is Oswald. I feel like that's a last name. So first name, something Oswald. I do think we know what Oswald looks like. It's a folded sketch of a family of 5. What does Oswald know? Okay. And now, who is out of the picture? If we were in a conversation, and Tony said, or who was it? Eddie was saying, someone so's out of the picture. Would that be, oh, that might be Eve, because Eve was maybe passed out? Did Eve eat dinner? Maybe not. Yeah, because Eve was put to bed at 6, so 7 must mean... So if they were in the dining room, John was there, Annie was there, Oswald was not. Eve was asleep. And I would guess Thornton is there. Again, they talk about Thornton. I don't know. Maybe they wouldn't have the butler eat with them, I guess. He might have still been in the kitchen, actually. Okay, success.
Please come in and take a seat. Dinner will be up in a moment.
Does it matter where we sit?
It wasn't him that you saw, was it?
Oh, no. Well, I didn't catch a good look.
A dumbwaiter arrives.
Damien, you wouldn't help me with the dishes from the dumbwaiter, would
The
you?
dumbwaiter door is opened.
Still no sign of my daughter.
I believe she's asleep,
Plates
Mrs. Dower.
are placed on
Be
a
careful,
table.
it's
You'll
hot.
have to remind me of your name, I'm afraid.
John Hobbs. I hope you don't mind me eating with you. Very much
Eddie!
appreciate it.
There's the faint
I
sound of
told Mr.
silverware
Hobbs
on
he could eat with
plates.
us.
And sorry about earlier. Everything all right?
I don't know what you're talking about. What's up with you two?
Could you pass me the wine, please, Eddie?
Of course. How are you liking the house, Mrs. Dower? I hope this evening hasn't been too chaotic for you.
You know very well how my evening's been, Eddie. But I hope we can put all this chaos behind
I
us.
wouldn't be so sure about that.
I beg your pardon? I don't seem to understand why you're joining us this evening.
Well, to tell you the truth, there's been an interesting
Why are you
development.
bringing this up at dinner?
Let's keep the discussion at the dinner table civil, shall we?
I'm interested in what the gentleman has to say.
Oh, it's, nothing, really. Would you be so kind as to pass me the red wine?
I don't want to be the one to have to announce the news, but I think it needs saying. Someone was found to have passed away peacefully in the study area.
A glass is knocked
God,
over.
I'm so sorry.
You buffoon! You've splashed some on me!
But did you say someone died?
Yes, but it's no one that any of you would know, and it's being dealt with discreetly.
Well, not anymore, it isn't.
Mum, who was it?
Oh my god. I think I saw him earlier.
Wait, it can't be Oswald. I saw him a moment ago.
It wasn't Oswald. Whoever this man was, I didn't recognize him.
Gosh, that's awful.
Why didn't you say?
Someone in the house is found dead. Shortly after, a complete stranger turns up at the door.
I can assure you, Helen, I've been with John since he arrived, and he has nothing to do with this. And I'd prefer it if you didn't attempt to implicate our guests.
Wait, how did he get in? I don't understand what he was doing here.
I happen to have discovered that the man we found dead and the man that invited me here are one and the same.
Dun,
Mr.
dun,
Rupert
dun.
Galley. Now that's as much
Who
as
the
I...
hell is Rupert
There's
Galley?
a thunderclap. Plates crash to the floor in the distance.
I'll go have a look.
Well, as I was saying...
Come with me. We need to have a talk.
Okay, so Eddie and John
Tony?
go.
I need to go and get something.
Tony has to
Oh.
grab something.
Your sister asked for you. She's in Eddie's room.
Tony, please.
Annie, it's fine. It's under control.
What?
I really ought to go and find Oswald. His dinner is going cold. But please, enjoy the rest of your meals, everyone. I'm sure there's nothing to worry about.
Annie, what's going on?
Okay, that was a lot. So I think in section 8, we already had a Eve and Tony conversation where Tony goes up, tries to find something, passes it to Eve. We know that John and Eddie have a conversation in the kitchen. I think Martha and Oswald have a discussion, but we don't know where. Oh, okay. Let's see. So where to next? So we know there's another timeline 8 with Martha and Oswald. We don't know where it is yet, though. It might be the attic. We also know Annie and Tony have something that happened probably in one of these early phases. Early phases of the timeline. Do a really quick check. Nothing different here. Oh, and we do know Martha has wine spilled on her. So Martha, ash on clothing, red wine stain on dress. So this is Martha. Martha Galley. Annie, Helen. Do I know a Helen? Evidence of a missing ring. That's why I'm just like, did Helen said they bought the ring though, so why would there be a missing ring for Helen? And also, actually, Helen has 2 daughters, and so photo nearby shows 2 young girls. I don't know if those 2 young girls, like, is that a photo that she has of her 2 daughters? Possibly. So that could be her. But I'm not going to say that quite yet. Oops. And let's see. So let's go back to the timeline. Oh, we have so much. Okay. Looking at this, and because the door was locked, I'm going to try Annie and Tony in the attic at timeline 2 just to see if maybe something happened there and that's why she locked the door there originally. So Annie, Tony at timeline 2. They might have been somewhere else. Trying to think where else oh, okay, never mind. Don't second guess your gut. A window is open and it's raining outside. There's a soft knock at the door and it creaks open.
I didn't wake you up, did I?
No. Who are you?
It is you, isn't it? What's your name again? I swear I recognise you.
I used to live nearby years ago, but I haven't been back in ages. I'm only here to visit my sister for a bit. I'm sorry, who are you?
You're Annie Beaumont. I remember. You got caught stealing from the newsagents one time, and you weren't allowed back in.
Oh my gosh, what a jerk. Like, why?
At least you remember me for the right reasons.
Why you bring that up, man?
Hey, what are you doing? Don't pull that.
Is it even connected to something? It doesn't do anything.
I mean it, don't do that. They'll come up here and tell me off.
This room is uncanny. How old is the doll's house?
Well, they weren't expecting me to turn up, and this was the only bed they had left. Feels like no one's been in here for a long time.
You know what happened to the girl that used to live here?
No.
My sister told me. She slowly went mad.
Oh my gosh, Tony's a jerk.
There were plenty of other bedrooms, but she always chose to sleep up here. And then one day...
Hey, don't drop that! I'm not joking, stop messing about!
Oops. Too late.
Are you blind? There's someone down there, you idiot! You almost hit them!
Oh, that's the doll.
Bloody hell!
Sorry, Anne. I'm Tony, by the way, if you don't remember me. Are you coming to the living room?
I hardly know anyone else here. Just leave me alone.
All right, Anne. Sorry. I'll see you later.
I don't like how he just calls her Anne like they're so familiar when she definitely does not appreciate him. A door creaks closed. A door is locked. Okay, so Tony is responsible for that doll falling and breaking. There's another scene we can get from here. Tony leaves, and we know where he is because he's in the living room by the time 3 happens. What's her face? Annie stays in the attic. And so we have her accounted for 3. So I wonder if maybe for 1, this is saying that we have something maybe in the timeline preceding. There's a soft knock at the door. Like, my question is, how did Tony know to go up to the attic, and how did he know who she was? So there must have been something happening with Tony at timeline 1. I'm curious if Tony learned something from Oswald. Potentially. Because the piano stopped playing for a moment, I think, during 1. So maybe Tony and Oswald were having a conversation somewhere. So let me write this down as a potential timeline 1. We don't know where. Tony and Oswald have a convo. That's what I think this is pointing to, but I don't think it's giving us all of the information. So we're going to hang tight to that. Now, we do have Annie's last name, Beaumont, so I'm going to do that. Update that. Beaumont. And I don't think we have enough to know... Oops. Holding a bottle of absinthe, found near a handwritten list of first names. I do think she's perhaps one of these 2 sort of younger characters, but we don't know yet. Victoria, we also still don't know 100%, and Helen. I feel like Helen might be this character, Hedgehog, or, oh no, actually, yeah, I'm not sure. So we're gonna hang tight on that. We have locations. All right, let's go towards 8. Let's see if we can keep moving forward with these timelines. I think after John and Eddie talk, they both talk about going somewhere else. John goes to talk to Oswald. We don't know where. Do you know where I could find him? He's waited for all of us to leave before he eats, so he must be in the dining room. So let's do 9, dining room, John and Oswald. So 3, I think, was Oswald. Yeah, John. Cool, so we have John, Oswald. This is gonna be 9 in the dining room. We're so close on so many of these scenes. And also the fact that 2 bodies...
Excuse me. I'm looking for someone by the name of Oswald.
Was the second body Thornton?
I am sorry, but I've had rather enough disturbance already this evening. I'd prefer to be left to eat my meal in peace.
Of course. Oh, well, actually, I found this key earlier.
Ah, the key to the chapel. That's very kind of you. What was it you wanted to ask?
I don't suppose you've
The
heard of a
distortion in the
Rupert
music
Galley?
is fun.
Rupert? Well, it's a popular name in my family. I had a great uncle called Rupert, although I never met him.
I suppose he would have passed away many years ago by now.
Certainly. He was well before my time. Although this house has been known to still hold the memories of people from the past. Why do you ask?
Are you aware? There's been 2 deaths here this evening. One of them was a man called Rupert Galley. Or so I believe.
Well, that
Just
certainly
drop
is
my pen.
interesting. Could you show me to the body?
I went back there earlier, in fact, and it had been moved.
And the other one?
We found him downstairs just a moment ago. I think he was the butler.
That's what I was wondering,
Although
why Eddie didn't know who he
seem to
was.
recognise him.
We used to have a butler many years ago called George Thornton. Does that name mean anything to you?
What?
No, I just arrived earlier. I'm not connected to this house.
If you're here, then it's by no accident. Everything happens for a reason. You may be tied to this house in a way that you don't yet realize.
If you don't mind, I was hoping you might be able to explain why you yourself are here.
I was invited.
George
Although it doesn't
Thornton.
seem like I'm very welcome.
Ooh, there's a thunderclap. That scared me.
The heavens are alive!
That reminds me. You were the only one not there when the rest of us were having dinner, weren't you?
I was visiting the room that used to be the library, although it now seems to have been hastily turned into a bedroom of sorts. The floor was slightly sticky, and I found a note there about a performance of Dvorak's Humoresque, although I'd never heard of the pianist.
I see. I just have the feeling that someone in this house is hiding something. 2 deaths can't just be a coincidence.
I happen to know something important. You'll want to go and have a look in Tony's room.
Tony's room.
Ask him to show you what's in his bedside drawer. I think you'll find it rather condemning.
Also,
Thank
why
you.
would you say that and not
I'm
share
sorry
that
for
with other
interrupting you,
people?
Neil.
This conversation has been more informative for me than it has for you, I'm sure.
Okay, so we've got a couple locations. We've got Tony's room. We have a library that's been hastily converted into a bedroom. So let's do TO for Tony. Let's see if that just locks in. Heck yes, Tony's room. Now can we do library? LI? Oh, we already have LI for living room. So we don't know the other library that's been hastily converted into a bedroom. I don't think was the attic. I think he's talking about a different room that he was hanging out in. I wonder if the chapel is a location as well. I won't type that in quite yet because that'll just be extra. I don't have anything else to go off of with it. But for now, I thought we learned another thing. The butler, George. That's right, George Thornton, who... Ghost? There are no ghosts at Galley House. That's what they said. Memories? Are we saying it's different? Found outside, George Thornton. I'm pretty sure we're talking about George here. We also have to keep in mind, again, the machine may not show us everything, may show us extra information that we don't need. And I haven't yet noticed anything like that, but it's what I want to say it again just in case, because I'm hoping I can catch if it is showing me stuff that's misleading or that isn't necessary that I'm taking into account. I'm really curious to see if I get caught up in something that the machine warns against. Okay, so with this conversation, we still have 2 places that we potentially could go from here. So we have the library and we have Tony's room. I think Tony's room is the one that would be the most easy to go to from here because it's also progressing forward. I think also it's interesting, this is the second performance or a pianist that we've heard. I think there was Amelia West, and now we have Dvorak Humoresque. So we have artists being mentioned, and I don't know enough about piano and composers and pianists to know what that could be meaning. So we're just gonna lock that in for later. So let's go to sequence number 9. We'll go to Tony's room. We'll have John and Tony. Let's hope they didn't invite anyone else, because whatever's there is condemning, right? Ah, dang it. Unless, maybe let's skip ahead. Maybe they took a little detour and then they got to Tony's room. Yes. There's a teacup. You know, there's a broken teacup near where one of the bodies is. There's a knock at the door. Is he packing to leave? The door opens.
Hello. I don't think we've properly met.
You're here. Please, come on in. I want to talk to you.
Ominous.
Great. That makes 2 of us. As in, I also want to talk to you.
Where's the pocket watch?
I haven't seen a pocket watch.
Pocket watch.
I don't think I have. Is one missing?
I don't have it, and neither does my mum. So if you're looking for it, don't bother asking me.
I'm not looking for it.
You must have come to this house looking for something. I don't believe for a second that you'd come all this way for no reason.
I received an invitation from Rupert Galley.
Did you really? The only place I've seen that name before is on a box that contained a pocket watch.
Oh.
And now that watch is missing.
I see. So, how do I fit into this?
You stole the watch.
Why would he invite me here to steal his watch?
I was assuming that Rupert Galley either wasn't real or was some deceased relative. And that perhaps you had forged the invitation yourself to have an excuse to steal his things. You tell me.
Now, see here. I understand that you're suspicious of me, given that I don't exactly fit in here. But I'm going to find a way to prove I'm innocent. I'm as confused as you are as to what's happening here. And it will be far easier if we work together on this.
I'm not confused. I know you're trying to hoodwink the owners of this house. But I don't care. As long as you leave me out of it.
I see.
Someone runs a few steps across
Stop!
the room, and a drawer is quickly
Aha,
opened.
what's that?
It's just a service revolver. How did you know that was there?
And just a second ago, you were trying to put the blame on me.
And someone did die with
Don't
3 gunshots.
touch it! I'm not trying to blame you. I told you, I don't care what it is you're up to. I'm just minding my own business and looking out for myself.
2 people have died here this evening, and you've been keeping a gun in your drawer.
2? Wait, was someone shot?
No, I didn't say that, but it's suspicious all the same.
Oh, give up. I clearly don't have anything to do with it. I hardly know anyone else here.
Well, neither do I.
Yeah, but by that argument, so
Great,
doesn't
then we're
John.
both in the same boat. Now please, get out of my room.
A piano starts to play from the other room.
The piano?
What?
I noticed it earlier, but I didn't think... I need to go and see.
Piano room? PI, maybe? The door closes. A drawer is closed. So presumably the gun gets put back in the drawer. I wonder if then John goes to... Let's see if PI works for piano room. And that could potentially... Oh, dang it. What would... Maybe a parlor room? Is that what they would call it? PA? I don't think we have a parlor room. Oh, dang it. Don't know what else you would call a room with a piano in it. But I'm thinking Oswald is the one playing the piano, probably. Simply because he had the piano key, if I'm remembering correctly. Let me look really fast. No, it wasn't. Who has the piano key then? Let me see. It was one of the guys, I thought. Tony. Large metal key. Was it Eddie? Hold on. I swear I read someone with a piano key. Oh, here. Swallow. Shot 3 times. Bloody knife. Pair of leather gloves. No. Here we go. Fox. Long-term injury on left egg, in possession of an empty film canister and the key to a piano. Okay, but we, again, have more people in here than we do actual slots. So maybe Annie is the one who played the piano. Yeah, because what if Annie was playing the piano, Tony spotted her in the piano room, stopped, she went upstairs... And that's when he followed her up and was like, wait, I know you. That might be one way that it went. Okay. So the piano. What is the piano room called? This is killing me. Okay, let's go back a little bit because we still have so much from the dining room where people went. So if we go to the end. Tony, please. It's fine. It's under control. I really ought to go and find Oswald. His dinner is getting cold. Again, Martha probably went to go find Oswald in piano room? I don't know where else. We don't really have We have Tony's room, the attic, Eddie's bedroom, kitchen, dining room, billiard room, study. Living room doesn't have a... Oh, living room has a piano in there. Okay, so maybe we have John. Let's do... Okay, hold on. We know that there is a piano playing, I believe, in the billiard room. Yeah, piano is playing from another room. So let's try scene 1. Let's try living room. Let's see if Annie, Oswald, and Tony, are they there perhaps? This is just a random. Yeah. Maybe just Annie and Tony? No, okay. Long shot. Long shot. Feel like we're close though. Because Eve and Eddie are not there. There's thunderclap, the piano in the room stops playing. We have other guests. Are all the other guests except Oswald there? Because Oswald and Annie were... Tony was talking about how they're not in the living room when everyone else was. But maybe that's because they left. So let's just try really fast. What if everyone, except Eddie and except Eve, and except Thornton and John, what if they were all just chilling in the living room? No. Okay. What if Oswald wasn't? Okay, and then I'll stop forcing this one. So it seemed like because Eve was partially mad because Eddie was making fun of her in front of other people, or she felt like he was making fun of her in front of other people. Yeah, I thought you'd actually make an effort to pretend like you cared about me in front of other people for once. Come back to the living room. So it feels like they had left the living room. Everyone else was there. Tony was there. Yeah, we're close. We're close to whatever else happened in scene 1. Something metal bounces off the wall, then onto the floor. There's a distant knock. Although there is no other scene. We can't find any other scenes based on this information. So it says, as far as I understand. So maybe we're okay. So we have 1 in the attic. I didn't wake you up, did I? You're Annie Beaumont. Let's see. This is when the doll drops. I don't know anyone else. Just leave me alone. I'll see you later. Tony leaves. Door creaks and is locked. Now, who else? Who is unaccounted for? 1, 2. Oswald is unaccounted for. 3, 4, 5. Martha is unaccounted for. Damien and Helen. Who the hell are you? And the clue is in this dialogue. Okay, let's keep moving forward. We've got the first body is discovered at timeline 6. We have George Thornton and John Hobbs talking about it. Did you see anyone else? And we had the timeline from George. A second guest arrived in the kitchen. After he left, Damien arrived as I was tending to the inebriated guest. So, the second guest arrived in the kitchen around the time the bottle smashed. Do I have a kitchen? Tell me why you're here. We don't have a kitchen moment. And it was a second guest. So maybe Oswald in the kitchen at 4 with Thornton. Let's see. Oswald in the kitchen at 4. Because he would have recognized, I think, Tony by that time. He would have known Eddie, even though Eddie doesn't recognize him. Damien, he meets later. So, let's see. It stands to reason. Oh, wait. Whoops. I didn't mean to still have Martha on there. No. I was sure that this was the second guest that arrived in the kitchen as the bottle was being smashed. It wouldn't have been Tony, would it? Second guest arrived in the kitchen. It might have been Tony. Let's try that. So 4 o'clock, timeline 4, kitchen, Oswald, or not Oswald, Thornton. No. Well, shucks. I thought I was so close. Okay, but we do have at the end of timeline 6 with George and Hobbs, Thornton and Hobbs, we have George Thornton leaves and says, I'd better be heading off now to the kitchen. We don't know if anyone else is there. So for now, let's do 7. Presumably Eve is like maybe asleep, honestly. So let's have just Thornton in the kitchen. See if that counts for anything at 7. Because we hear a plate crash, right? Plates crash in the other room. That must be when Thornton is murdered. Someone scrapes food onto a plate. Someone loads dishes into a dishwasher. A dumbwaiter door is closed. A dumbwaiter departs. Okay, so now we know everyone at the dining room is like setting the table. Someone moves pots around. Someone uses a sink. What happens? Okay, here's the... Someone stacks plates.
Well, I never. He's really dead.
There's a thunderclap. There's a loud thump as dishes come crashing to the floor. Nothing. Okay, but he is dead. At the time of dinner. Okay. Now, after that, Martha goes to find Oswald, we don't know where. That's one of the scenes. Tony, we do know, has gone to see his sister. We know that one. Victoria and Annie, they do have a conversation, it seems like. Do they stay in the dining room? Perhaps. Maybe Damien is still there as well. So, let's see, because Eddie and John leave. Tony leaves. So maybe Damien, Victoria, and Annie are in the dining room. Dining room? Damien, Victoria, Annie. George is gone by that point. And then what would be the timeline? So 7, so at 8, potentially. Okay, so at... Oops, there we go, 8. Maybe. If presumably they stay there. No. Okay. We're getting so close. I do feel like we've done a fair amount. We've already gone through 10 different points in the timeline. So just under halfway if all of these are to be filled. My brain needs a little bit of a break because I just need time to like let this information marinate and sit with it. I think also when I play these kind of games, I feel like I am very reactive to just trying to pick up the information and put pieces together. And I haven't yet had the opportunity to step back and figure out what are the wider pictures and themes at play. And that's something that I want to do and take some time to do before we keep progressing, because there are so many sub-stories and relationships that we haven't really gotten into, like the fact that Eve and Eddie were to be engaged or are to be engaged, maybe are technically engaged, but Eve is feeling some kind of way because Victoria and Eddie used to date, and Eddie still maybe has a thing for Victoria, but Victoria has clearly moved on and is with Damien now. So that's big. I think there's the whole matter of the pocket watch and why Tony thinks that is the thing that Hobbs is here for. Hobbs doesn't even know why he's here. There's a movie that came out, I think it was the 90s, maybe early 2000s. And I didn't watch the full thing, but it was called like House on Haunted Hill, where it had this sort of premise where people were brought together to a house to try and win like $1 million from a billionaire or something. I don't know, something wild like that. And they had to survive the night in the house. And this is reminding me of that premise, that plus Clue, which I love. I think is so much fun. But yeah, this will be part 1. I'm thinking based on how far we got, this will be a two-parter, but we shall see. And thank you again to the team at Evil Trout for providing this key. I am having a blast, and I hope you are too. My notes, my notes are in my Hobonichi, and I basically go back and any pages that I didn't fill out, for example, with a journal entry or anything more personal, I like to fill in notes as I play. And I just have this kind of, and then here, this is like, sorry, the exposure is so blown out, but you can kind of see I've got lots of different facts and codes and notes here. We'll see. I may not actually use the typing this notebook thing, mostly because I find it really helpful for my brain to actually write things down as I play, both in this kind of puzzle note-taking game, but also after I play story games. Sometimes I like to take notes on the stories and themes that are present, because it helps me remember a little bit better, even though my actual memory is like a goldfish, but it helps me sort of feel that gut feeling of, wait, I think I've heard this before, a little bit better. But yeah, so let me know what you think, and I hope y'all have a great day or night wherever you are, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!